Hi, welcome back. This is Bored and Retired, and I'm Jim. I thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my video. And today we're going to do my first comic book hunt of the year. It's the middle of February, and I went over to the Half-Price bookstore over in Kenwood. Let's see what kind of treasures we find. Hi, welcome back to Bored and Retired. And today we're taking our first trip out to collect some comic books. Today we're at the Half-Price bookstore in Kenwood. Let's see what we can find in here. Here we are, getting an outside shot of the Half-Price bookstore. Trying not to get this lady in our thing, but she glances back to see what we're doing. Coming in to the comic book section, they have a nice spinner rack here, and if you look real close, you will see Legion 89, number 1, and I eventually do get that, and there's a whole lot of other books I get from this spinning rack. The top layer there, they're all as priced, and then the last two bottom rows you pull out, they're all $1. So basically each one of those drawers about half a long box, or basically a short box. Here's some of the comic books they consider to be the wall books. I have most of these, so it's nice to see comic books I own to be up here. Don't have that Darkwing Duck. And we'll go back around. The Shadow I have, the Hulk I have, that last Spider-Man. Other sides, the exact same thing. You got your wall books at the very top. And some of these I have, like that Silver Surfer. And we continue a little bit more. And all Half-Price books have the top layer is as marked priced, with usually one or two shelving units of pullouts that we can look through. And that's what I do. I spend about 2.5 hours there. Here I try to do a camera in one hand and flip through in another hand. Don't know what these are, but this is an annual. Oh, I'm going to grab that one. It's a little hard to do. I'm going to use my net camera next time after I do some more practicing with it, so it looks better. Hi, welcome back. I'm back at my house, and now I'm going to show you the huge haul I picked up from the Half-Price bookstore. From Image Comic, number 1, The Savage Dragon. I see these quite often, but I never picked it up before. But since I'm starting to like Image a lot better, I picked it up. Then from Marvel Comics, we have Nova, number 1. I like the first volume of Nova back in the 70s, and reading the New Warriors, it's a different style of Nova, so I'll see what this one entails. Then from DC Comics, we have Superman of America. I think there's like 6 or 7 issues in this Superman. Alpha Flight 128 from Marvel. And 129. Number 130 will be the last issue for the first volume of Alpha Flight. Picked up another number 1 from Image called Supreme, another muscle-bound superhero. Then we have from Image Comics, from Fiona Staples and Brian Vaughan, Saga Chapter 57, or Issue 57. Trying to collect these. The New Mutants number 5 from Marvel Comics. Has one of my favorite New Mutants. Warlock there. Looks like he's having a bad day. Another Image Comics #1, and this is Troll 2. I have Troll 1, haven't read that yet, and this is Troll 2. Then Marvel Comics, Judgment Day. I haven't heard about this series or whatever this is going to be. But if I see those style there, I'll pick them up. And I mentioned Legion, Legion, with periods in between. I found quite a few there, but I only picked up the first 5. This is 1. This is looks like a Legion reboot where they're more militaristic. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4, everybody loves Lobo. Lobo's in it. And number 5, the last one I collected. Well, there. They had a whole lot of these Legions there. But I just decided to pick up 5 to make sure I like them. I can always go back and get them. Then I did Excalibur number 27. This is the other mutant title that I collect besides New Mutants. And this is number 37. Number 39. It looks like I see Iron Man and Spider-Man in there too, so they're popping in there. Excalibur 44. They're at a seance. Excalibur 45. Excalibur 111. And the last Excalibur is 121. Then I took a chance on one called Astro City Special from October 2004 because it's done by a guy named Kurt Busiek. He did a series I highlighted my red comic books, and I decided to pick up this one. It has an Alex Ross cover also. Guardians of the Galaxy number 4. And they get to meet Fire Lord. Picked up Guardians of the Galaxy number 50. It's a shiny embossed cover. And then we have a GameStop only comic book with DC, Injustice 2 number 1. And then we have a special reserve edition for Aspen Comics, all new Phantom. Then we have from Dark Horse Comics, Ghost number 1 from Ghost number 2. And Ghost number 3. Looking forward to reading this one. Looks pretty decent on the inside also. Then we have Maximum Security Part 2 of 3. called Earth, the Living Planet. And then we have Maximum Security Part 3 of 3. Then we have Brave and the Bold 34, Doom Patrol, and the Legion of Superheroes. Two groups I like, especially the Legion of Superheroes. And then we have a square-bound book, if you can see that. Batman, the Brave and the Bold, number 9. Another square-bound book, World's Finest 3 with Superboy and Robin. I picked this one up. It's from Fleetway Quality, and it says 2000 Showcase Last Issue Spectacular. Anytime I see a last issue, I like to pick those up also. This was a total cover buy. It's a 1998 annual starring X-Men and Doctor Doom. And if you put Doctor Doom on that cover, a good chance I'll pick it up. Then we're all familiar with X-Men, X-M-E-N, but this is X-Man, X-M-A-N. And it's his deluxe first edition. I have no idea who this is. I'll give him a shot. See how he does. And then we have DC Comics and Marvel Comics and Amalgam Comics, which is they take two of their characters and condense them into one. Looks like Elektra and Vixen from DC. Elektra from Marvel. Number 1, obviously. Dark Horse Comics, Billy the Kid's Old-Timey Oddities, and the Orm of Loch Ness. 1 of 4. Image Comics, first edition, Phantom Force. Created by the legendary Jack King Kirby. That's the only reason I picked this one up. Besides it being a first. Jack King Kirby. And it has a card also on the back inside it. Then I picked up DC. And it says first issue, Green Lantern Sinestro Corp Secret Files Origins includes bios on over 200 lanterns. And this one looks like a little bio of each person, each lantern, I guess. A lot of reading. So it's like an encyclopedia. This I picked up because it's Claw the Unconquered, but not from Marvel. This is from Wildstorm. And Claw is set in the barbaric age like Conan, and his arm was cut off and replaced with a demon arm, and it has a mind of its own. So I will try to collect these also. Didn't know they had that one out. And this was a cool cover. It is All Flash number 1 from September of 2007. Little art, not bad. I like the Flash. And here's a book I'm especially excited to get. It's a 3D lenticular cover from the new 52 Futures End, and this features Justice League United. So I'm going to try to see if we can get it to show you what it is. Looks like a person with wings. If you move it a little bit, turns into the Martian Manhunter with the people on the bottom still. Martian Manhunter. And if you want to pick one of these up, there's like 20 of these sitting there for $1 at that Kenwood Half-Price bookstore. And then we have a Brave and the Bold Square Bound, book 3. Then I found some Supermans. This is Annual Action Comics Superman from 2023. It says War Over Metropolis. Then I have Superman Annual 14 from 2009. Has Mon-El's origin story, it says. And Superman Annual from 2023. The World of Metropolis Revealed. Picked up Night Terrors number 2 with Zatanna. I have like Robin and one other from the Night Terror series run. This is a author by Alan Moore. Top 10 is called. Bought it just because of Alan Moore's name there at the bottom. Love his work. This is from the Marvel Secret Wars, I guess be volume 3 or so. It's Inferno. Trying to collect the Secret Wars from this era. I am a big Star Trek fan for TV. I like them better than Star Wars. But Star Wars has much better comic books. But I couldn't pass up Star Trek Early Years with Captain Pike in command. Number 1. Then I found The Fury of Firestorm, number 4. Looks like the Justice League's coming in to investigate who he is, since he's pretty brand new at this time. And the last comic book I picked up was Infinite Frontier 1 of 6. Looks like a pretty cool cover. Another limited series. I'm going to have to go and find them all eventually. Well, I thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and like the video. Some videos will pop up here eventually. I thank you for all watching, and really thank you all for the Ollie's video I did a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that, please check that out. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jim with Bored and Retired, part of the DCP Network.